Hey, and welcome to Marriage Minutes at its Pace. And today we're going to talk about moving violations. What does that mean? And how does it relate to marriage?
Mm.
So we have a young driver in the house, and one of the things that we always evaluate is how we think that she should drive. And most of the time, it's how we think that she should drive according to how we drive. And so that may not necessarily be a good thing. And so, we're always concerned about safety, but, you know, the thing of it is that there are signs on the roadway that if we don't pay attention to, we will find ourselves or our daughter will find herself in situations that may not be healthy for herself as well as the vehicle that she's driving. Most of the time it's mine. And so moving violations is when we see the signs, but we just ignore them. So those who are doing the California roll at a stop sign, why you looking at me?
I'm sorry.
Or, the light was yellow and I still went through, or you're not paying attention to the road conditions, especially this time of year. You have to pay attention to the signs that are on the roadway or you're going to have a moving violation. So how does this relate to marriage? Sometimes as you're moving and you're going and you're doing, we are ignoring the signs that are present. And so we just keep going. And then we find ourselves in a situation in which we got pulled over and we're being written a ticket, or we're in an accident, or our marriage is in a place where we like, how did we get here? Well, maybe you ignored the signs that were present on the roadway as you are going about. And so sometimes you just have to slow down and make sure that you recognize the signs, what they mean. There are signs that are warnings, and then there are signs that say, hey, stop. And so most of the times it's the unction of the Holy Spirit. Don't ask me what I just said. Is it unction?
Sure.
Yeah. The sensitivity, you have to be sensitive to the Holy Spirit as he leads and guides you. And you know those areas in which maybe that you're moving, in which you're ignoring the signs. And so moving violations in marriage is very important if you're going to be, one, safe, secure, but stay focused on the path that God has called your marriage and you individually to be on.
You have some great topics today, honey.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like them. So, what comes to mind when Mark is sharing that with me is, are you noticing the signs that your spouse is displaying to let you know that you are making some violations? So, I've heard that it's been told the female is the thermometer and the husband and the wife, wait a minute, the wife is the thermometer and the husband is the thermostat in your relationship. And so, husbands, if you are noticing some things about your wife that are off, you could easily point the finger at her and say that it's her, something's wrong with her, something's wrong with her. But she's the thermometer. And if she's cold, you might want to think about what you have been doing to
I'm turning up the heat.
what you've been doing
Echo B,
to violate the temperature in your home.
let's turn it up to 85.
That's
Let's
really
make it
hot.
hot.
But I mean, I think that if you are like me as the wife, we carry a lot, but emotionally I carry a lot. And so when I'm off, it is very evident to the world that I'm off. And not that that's Mark's complete responsibility, but like I said to him in a previous conversation, we're one. And so when he is off, I feel it. And as much as he doesn't, he tries to, he's kind of a isolator and likes to think and internalize when he's going through something. And that's fine. That's great. I understand that's the way he processes. However, I'm him. And so when he's off, I'm off. And so I think that it is important, getting back to moving violations, that you are able to check yourself and figure out, hey, I have run that red light a couple of times. I have rolled through that stop a couple of times. I might be violating my spouse in some way. And I think that you have to be ready to evaluate that. And again, I don't know why humility is just kind of like coming up in my head. Maybe, oh, I know why, because we were having that conversation about it. Like humility, we need to discuss that. Like, what is humility? What's false humility, and what's real humility? Because it does take some of that, but at the end of the day, if you want your car, your marriage car, to drive, and you don't want your insurance to go up, stop ignoring the signs. That's all I have.
And then also pay attention to the conditions in which you're moving. There are some conditions that you just need to not go as fast, and you need to go slow because you need to either take in the scenery, you need to take in the environment of where you are, and you need to learn something. And then when it's safe for you to increase your speed, then you increase your speed. So I'm not sure what you got, but
I got a lot, honey. It's
yeah.
okay.
So be careful. Read the signs.
Don't do rolling stops.
Yeah, and don't be on my call list when you're in the claim.
Ah.
Be well and be blessed.